guys, Paulina here for Nothing Physio, and we're going to work on some shoulder mobility here today. So we're going to work on two movements in particular. So one of them is shoulder flexion, so when your thumbs are pointing out to the ceiling here and you're trying to lift your arms up and overhead. And we're also going to work on shoulder abduction when your thumbs are pointing out to the sides, away from your body, and we're going up to this position here. So we're going to work on these two movements here. And again, let's imagine that my right arm is the injured arm and my left arm is non-injured one. And all I'm going to use here today is a bit of a stick. So it can be anything that you've got. It can be a mop, it can be a broom, it can be a stick, anything that you've got in around the house that may help would be great. And we'll start with the flexion exercise. So what I'll do is I'll hold with my non-injured arm, I'll just hold the broom or stick a little bit lower down and then put my injured arm on top like this, okay? All I'm going to do from this position here, so that's obviously assuming that I've got this amount of flexion. If you need to start lower, to make sure you've got space in and behind you, okay? We're adding some adduction here, but we're going to get over to the top of the flexion position very soon, okay? So now, this hand, I'm just holding it there, okay? Now, with my left arm, so non-injured arm, I'm going to push up as far as I can, try and get the other arm overhead. And again, this may initially be limited by pain or stiffness, and all I want you to do is just trying to work to this point of discomfort and hold it there for a few seconds on top and come back down, okay? So we're trying to work as high up as you can and then come back down. And when you're starting, you may, for example, only get up to this 90 degrees angle, and it's absolutely fine, or you may just barely get overhead, and that's fine as well, okay? Trying to improve it over time, and gradually you'll see that you can get a little bit further and further each time as you work on improving this range. Now, we're going to do the same for our shoulder abduction. So this time, we're going to have a stick right in front of us. Again, holding a non-injured arm, injured arm on top, just resting my fingers on it, okay? And now all I'm going to do here is just push up to the side, trying to get all the way, and then going back down. Push out to the side, trying not to help myself with my right arm, and getting back down. So you're pretty much doing a passive range of movement here, because you can very much not use your injured arm and just push all the way up with your non-injured arm and the stick. But what I want you to gradually do is try and help yourself with this injured arm to get as high up as you can, and just use the stick for a little support when it's needed. Okay. Now, as a bit of a progression from here, we're going to start to do the same movements a bit more actively, okay? So we're going to start with flexion, and this time you will need a wall, okay? So I'll just turn around to explain it to you, but basically I'm going to be standing facing away when I actually do the exercise. All I'm going to do here is have my fingers on a wall, start nice and close to the wall in this position here, and what I'm going to do is just gradually walk my fingers up on the wall to get the range through. So for flexion, obviously I want to be facing the wall, and I want to walk my fingers all the way up till I extend my arm in above head, and then go back down. And again, during this exercise, if you're finding like you're struggling to get up a certain point, you can help yourself with the other arm. So I'll show you what I mean by that now. So we're going to go nice and close, walk your fingers up on this wall. Make sure you step forward if you need to. If you can get all the way up, that's great. And then I'm going to slowly walk back to the start position. And you can also slide it back, depending on what kind of wall or surface you're working on, okay? Now, if you want to help yourself with the other arm, all you need to do is just place your hand underneath your elbow here, and as you walk, you just give it a little bit of support. So you're not taking the full load of this arm, you're just giving it a little bit of support as you're walking up and down. So this is for flexion. You're facing the wall, you're going up, getting closer to the wall the closer you get, and then walking away on the way down. And I'll start with doing a little and often. So I'll start with maybe doing 4 repetitions every couple of hours. So maybe every 3 to 4 hours at the beginning, and trying to build it up to your routine throughout the day, and that way try and improve the range. So we've done flexion, now we're going to move on to abduction. This time I'm going to be standing facing away from the wall. So my injured arm, my right arm is on the wall, and I'm going to walk up again with my fingers on the wall, and I need to get closer to the wall as I get higher. And then again, I'm going to go and walk my fingers down to get back to the start position. And depending on the surface you've got, you may just be able to slide up and down, try not to rush it too much. And again, you may find that you will only go halfway through, maybe even lower at the start, but we just gradually building up to improve that range over time. So your flexion, we aiming to get through towards the end, and for your abduction, again, we aiming to get through towards the end. So these are a range of movement progressions for both exercises. You can try and help and support yourself at the beginning, so maybe with a stick, broom, anything like that you've got in the house. Then we can move on to going up and down the wall with or without some support, and gradually over time we can then start introducing the range of movement just against gravity, working on both abduction and shoulder flexion. So I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I'll see you soon.